Let's talk about this movie, Straw. The new Tyler Perry movie that is on Netflix. It's everybody's talking about. It got the women on there talking about they feel sorry for her and understand her plight. But honestly, if you really pay close attention to this movie, the real bad guy is the mama Janiyah. If you really pay attention to that movie, certain things that would drop to let you know she abused her daughter, she was not feeding her, she was not clothing her well because she was mentally ill through this whole movie. I kind of think she might have been a drug addict because she was sweating a lot. Her eyes was red most of the movie. I think she was a crackhead, to be honest with you. So, here's the thing. You cannot have all that bad stuff happening all at once at one day. That was all in her head. If you pay attention, sometimes she started holding her head and you heard this noise and the screen started to shake a little bit. It was subtle in certain parts that was going on in the movie to let you know all this stuff was in her head. Here's the thing. We find out at the end of the movie her daughter had died the previous day. And she still cannot process that. So while she at work, she get a call from the bill collectors and stuff that set her off and set off that rest of her day off. Here's the thing. She went out those 2 hours on her lunch break. She was only supposed to come back 30 minutes. 2 hours. She got fired and she ended up bringing them dudes so she couldn't get them to rob the store. But things went awry and she ended up shooting them and her boss. All this stuff that happened to her is her doing. She ended up going to the bank. Mind you, you can see the blood on her shirt. You can see the blood on the check she was showing. Anybody with common sense would tell you, if you see something like that, you're not going to let them in near the closing of the day. That's even before she brandished the gun while she was at the teller. So that tells you something about this movie. She is what you call an unreliable narrator in this story. If you don't know what that is, look that up. Her perspective is that all this bad stuff is happening to her and she don't deserve it. Everybody's coming down on her. That's in her head. That's not actually really happening in real life. And the stuff with the daughter's science project looking like a bomb, while she was gone, it was 2 hours. She probably had already made that stuff so she could go in and threaten the whole bank with the fake bomb, because they know when you doing she knows when they doing a hostage situation with a bomb, you can't go in guns blazing because you might set that bomb off. Once she actually slipped up after the bank teller and the bank manager got her confidence, and she admitted that it was a fake bomb, and the lady ran away and wrote on the window that she has one gun and a fake bomb. The SWAT team came in and killed her. That's obvious. They gassed Sherry Shepard and ended up killing her because when she got up, she still had the gun in her hand. Common sense would tell you, if you had a SWAT with all these lights shooting at you, you would have dropped the gun. But no, she was still waving the gun around. That shows that she was actually trying to shoot them and they shot first. But the allusion to the movie is you thinking that Sherry Shepherd talked her out of it and they walked outside. That could have happened, but it didn't happen. That's in her mind while she's laying on the ground dying, thinking that she had got out of there. But actually, she was killed. All the stuff with the people rallying outside and everything, there was nobody out there. That was all in her head. All the stuff that was going on to her and happening to her during the movie, it's all in her head. She has mental problems. That's established in the movie at the end. Actually, what you need to do, you need to watch the movie backwards. It explains everything that happened to the lead up of basically the end of the movie. All this stuff is in her head. But Tyler Perry wrote the movie to make you have sympathy for her so you don't realize that she's actually the bad guy of the whole movie. All her dilemmas and stuff going on in the movie, everything is her fault. She was abusive to the child. CPS took her away. She wasn't feeding her and clothing her right. When they took her away, they didn't have her pills, and she died at the hospital. This made everything trigger off. All this happened the day before. And they established that when they show what she did during the day before she went to work, pretending like she was talking to her child and dropping her child off at the school. Even the principal and the teacher was like, what's wrong with her? Everybody knew that her child died the day before. Even the bank manager knew, even though the way they framed it in the movie, she was saying that it's okay, we're going to get you back to your child. That's because that's what she was hearing in her mind and seeing in her head. Sherry Shepherd already knew that that child died the day before because the police had already informed her when she was talking on the phone. But they didn't show all that because they wanted you to potentially think that she got out at the end of this movie. Y'all really need to pay attention. Janai is the bad guy of the movie. The straw is that even though her child died, as I say, the straw breaks the camel's back. Her straw was already broken a long time ago. And she is the cause of everything that happened during the course of this movie because of her mental illness or that she had a drug addiction. Just pay attention to the movie. All the signs are there. This is Wild Man Willis signing off. See you next time.